Good morning from Russia. Good morning, St. Petersburg, Russia. If you're going to tune into this, I'm looking forward to this chat and looking forward to interacting with everybody. Turn you around. Can't turn around, doesn't want to work. Doesn't want to turn around, why not? Doesn't want to turn around. My camera doesn't want to turn around. I don't know why. It's having a funny moment. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to shut this down and Здравствуйте. I'm going to have to bell striker bandito. I'm going to have to shut this down and restart it because it's not, the camera doesn't want to turn around. I'm sorry, I'm going to have to restart this. The camera doesn't want to turn around. Oh no. Oh, it's gone. It's working. Here we go. It's working. It's working. Hey. So we're back on. Maybe it was a glitch. Maybe it was a poor internet signal there or something. So, hello. Good morning. How are you doing? So I'm just out for a walk with the dogs. Jackie and Archik. Why does he like to get into puddles? I do not know. I'm live from St. Petersburg, Russia, in a settlement called Gorelova, which is Leningrad Oblast. It's not actually St. Petersburg, it's just outside by a short distance. And this is the beaten up road. Hello, Tabby. This is the beaten up road that runs from my house up to, kind of through the undeveloped bit of the settlement. So my plan is today to walk up here with the dogs. It's quiet, it's Friday. Is it Friday today? I think so. And then I'm going to walk back. Good morning, Cheerio, Chorono, Keme, good morning to you. And so walk back down through the settlement and down the other way around the settlement and show you some of the houses down that way. Greetings from Kenya. Hello Kenya. I was in Kenya some years ago in a place called Nanuki, if you know the place. Wonderful time I had there. And Lake Naivasha. Arthur said hi. Hello, hi. War Office Firearms. Good morning to you. Oh, your message was retracted. Hello from Liverpool. Hello Liverpool, UK. Hey, Rama Nanu, his home. Whoa. Hi. Hello everybody. So, turn you around again. See if this work. This didn't work a minute ago. Oh, there you go. There's my ugly mug. Nice looking dog. He is a nice looking dog. I'm German. Hello, Tabby. Hi, Billy. So I'm coming from Russia. This is the Russian Federation. And salve. Just connected to your channel. Well done. I'll donate you. I don't take donations. I'm not monetized, and I don't intend to be monetized just yet. Anyway, it's not my thing. I'm not a scavenger. I get enough money. Which coming from? This is Russia. This is the Russian Federation. No, it's not the UK. I'm English, but I live in Russia. This is a place called Gorelova. It's just outside of St. Petersburg. It's Leningrad Oblast, really. You don't sound. You have to write slow. I can't read all these messages. Sorry. You just sound so strange. You don't sound American at all. I don't sound American. I'm from England originally. I'm Anglified. Are you safe? Why wouldn't I be safe? Are you near Moscow? No, I'm not near Moscow. Free South Park Mexican. Привет, это Rama. Привет, это Rama. Привет, Rama. Looky doodly. How you tried to occupy Russia and got stuck there? Yes, I took a wrong turn in Latvia. I ended up in Russia when I was driving one time. There's nuke. So for all you people who are tuned in to my nonsense, don't forget to subscribe, or the KGB comes around tomorrow and gets you. We send them round, our spies. So this is Russia anyway. This is a place called Gorelva, just outside of St. Petersburg, which is Leningrad Oblast, if you like. And this is the settlement where I live. I love Putin, so do I. Just outside of St. Petersburg, and there's a settlement where I live, and it's a place called Gorelva, which means kind of like fire, burnt. Where are we? Let's have a look here. Why do you hate Ukrainians? I don't hate Ukrainians. Keep pushing. I'm sure we come for more monetization, partly all the better. I'm not interested in monetization. It doesn't really. Hello from Philippines. Hello to you. Were you training some defence? I was in the British Army for 17 years. Yes, I was training military things. Give back Crimea and Donetsk and Lugansk. Really? Rodna idu, ja na rodinu. No, we're not giving it back. It's ours. That's it. When you're coming back to Kenya, I'm not coming back to Kenya. I like and sub from Philippines. Thank you from Jello. Thank you. Thanks for subscribing. Please tell Russia to give back Donetsk. Lugansk. They want to be in Ukraine. No, they don't want to be part of Russia. They had a legal referendum where the majority agreed to be part of Russia. Of course, was the military the best course for me? Yes, it was. It would give me a good pension. You must be under surveillance if you are from the British military. I'm not from the British military. I'm retired years ago. I left in 2006, so I'm not under surveillance now. You will never take Odessa, so don't even think about that, sir. Well, I'm not taking anything, am I? I'm retired. How do you say 67 in Russia? 67 or 67. Russia out of Ukraine. No, Ukraine out of Russia. Joking hi, said hi. Joke. Are you Orthodox Christian? Yes, I am Orthodox, but I'm not. Okay, so I'm baptized Russian Orthodox, but I'm not religious. How's that? I'm sort of what they call. I'm not atheist. I'm agnostic. I don't know what's going to happen. Getting political here. It is getting a little political. That's okay. California, hello. What? How? Oh, you have to write a bit slower. I can't read it all. Of all the places to retire in the world, you choose Russia. I did choose Russia, yes. Oh, what a good place it is. What a lovely place it is. Can you think of a better place? I mean, look at this here. I mean, look here. Have a look around here. Look at this. Can you think of a nicer place to retire? I mean, look at it. It's beautiful. Look at it. Do you see all the KGB and all the rest of it, and the bears hiding in the woods? There's none of it, is there? You know what I'm saying? Come on. Why would I not want to retire here? You know, you're mad. Where are you going to retire to? You know, how does the life cycle of Russia compare to England? Life cycle. Well, life cycle. I mean, I'm retired, but I mean, I do work occasionally now. Not all the time, but sometimes I work. I put in foundation, what they call pile foundations for houses sometimes, but I try and avoid it. I've got a boss who doesn't live too far away, and he spots me and says, "Oh, come on, come to work, come and do this pile foundation for me." I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. So I try and avoid work if I can. Do you have citizenship? Yes, I do have citizenship. It took me a long time to get it, and it was very difficult and long, drawn-out process. If you come for a citizenship in any country, it's a long, drawn-out process. First, you have to get temporary residence, then you have to get permanent residence, which means passing the state language exam, the state exam on law and culture. This is a whole lot of exams to do, and then you get permanent residence, which doesn't expire anymore. And once you've got permanent residence, then you can, after so many years, you can apply for citizenship. But there has to be a reason for it. So in my case, I was married to a Russian citizen for more than 3 years at the time, so I was allowed to apply for citizenship. But again, before you do that, you have to pass a different state exam in language, a bit higher level, and you have to pass a level in law and culture. So there's a whole sequence of stuff you have to do. And I guess it's the same for every country, right? So if you're an immigrant coming to the UK, you would have to pass the UK state exam in language and whatever. Very difficult. Does the UK suspect you have to renounce in the UK? You've got citizenship Belarus. Well done. No, you don't have to. The UK and Russia has an agreement many years ago where both citizens of UK and Russia can both hold dual citizenship. Some dual citizenship of UK and Russia. How is the food there? The food's fine. You have to go to fight. No, I don't have to go to fight. There's no mobilisation, especially if foreigners, especially if old foreigners like me. It's not going to happen, is it? You know what I mean? It's just nonsense. I'll show you my neighbour's house because I've shown everybody this house. It's a great fun dacha. What they call dacha is a summer residence or summer house, and they painted it in this big mural. And I think it's fantastic. It's a fun place, isn't it? And they've got swallows there and like gingerbread house down there, you know. And they've got there's a Russian folk tale, and it's about a witch, and she's called Baba Yaga, and she's like kind of Hansel and Gretel type witch, where she collects children and eats them, you know, that kind of thing. And she's been painted on the side of their dacha there. Look, you can see her there. She's there, and she goes along in a mortar and pestle with a broomstick. Look, and it was painted for the grandkids, basically, for the grandkids who thought it was great. That's a great fun thing to do, isn't it? Keeping up with the lessons. I don't see that. Let's have a read here. People coming to UK don't have to pass Rockall. It's a free-for-all. Well, yeah, so I hear. Get on a boat and come and give you a free council house and all the rest of it, don't they? What a load of nonsense that is. You know what I mean? The fuel price there is high. No, it's not. It's cheap here. Cheaper than UK, anyway. I don't know what the price in the UK at the moment, but here it's in the equivalent of about 70 pence a litre, something like that. A bit less. Why are you a Russophile? Why are you a Russophile? It is Dostoevsky or Tolstoy. I'm not a Russophile. Why would it be a Russophile? That's a silly thing to say. Sup UNC, I don't know what that means, sorry. You have to write in English or Russian. Looks like a very nice. This is a lovely walk. Hold on. So I'll show you around here. Do you like? Oh, can't. Cool. UK diesel is very 40 litre. Whoa, it's expensive, isn't it? Oh, I remember when it was much cheaper. I remember when diesel was 34p or something like that, way back in the day. But I'm old, aren't I? Are you a Dugginist? I don't know what that is. Do you like the government there? Yes, I do like the government here. So I'll show you that. You coming, Jackie? Archie, come on. Come on, Archie. Articulated. Come on in. Come on, Archie. Here he comes. He is my mongrel. Looks a bit like Foxy, doesn't it? He's mixed with German Shepherd and something else. And the other one there, who's telling him off for walking away, is Jackie Chan. He's a Volker Sob, so he is part wolf and part German Shepherd dog. It's like an I can't even say it, elongated German Shepherd, isn't he? But he's a lovely dog. Los Angeles, California. Hello, cool cat Rini from California. Your dog seems deadly. He is deadly. He's trained by the KGB to fight bears and drink vodka. Do you bury the bodies? Only the light ones. Can you own a gun there? Yes, you can own a gun here if you wanted to. It's a long process to get a gun here. It's a difficult process with a lot of licensing, and it's very heavily controlled there. Hugo Boss, laugh out loud. Do you need a proxy for YouTube due to sanctions? Yes, I do. It's not sanctions that have done it, actually. It's locally here. What high body count for women? What is the weather like? The weather is, as you can see, it's a grey overcast day, and it's just like the lull before the storm. We're sort of at that point now where it's getting ready for the winter. See, the leaves are all falling fallen or falling off, and it's quite bare looking. There's a few left, and it's ready for snow now. And I think any time now we're due for our first snow. How long have you? We'll have to read a bit. Hold on. How long have you been living over there? 15 years I've been here. If there is a war between Russia and UK, what side do you take? If there's, let me turn around there. What side do I take? I'm split on it because I'm dual citizenship. But the reality is, if there was a war between Russia and UK, there wouldn't be point being on any particular side, because it would go nuclear within probably the first hour and we'd all be dead. So does it really matter what side you're on? I don't think so. What else? So the Green Road. What is your view about the invasion of Ukraine? It was deserved. It was a necessary evil. Had to be done. If you didn't know about, if you're only, I mean, I guess some people here have only seen recent news about Ukraine, and they're only watching newer stuff that's come from the news or whatever, or the puppet media, the lying media. They're only watching what's happening now. They didn't see the conflict from the start. I watched it from the very start. I was already here. I was here a long time before that. They had a coup d'etat, deposed the legitimate government, and put in a puppet government that has still not had no elections and still not been replaced. Zelensky refuses to hold elections, if you didn't know. So he's complete dictatorship. And then they went to they went to Donbass and started bombing their own citizens. If you didn't know, the very first airstrike in Ukraine was carried out by the Ukrainians against the centre of Donbass, against its own civilian population. And if you don't believe me, go look it on YouTube. You'll find a video of that same airstrike. They then carried on and bombed a beach, a civilian beach, where there's children playing. I think there's 13 children killed in that one airstrike. There's a memorial to them. It's called the Valley of Angels, and it's in Donbass. You don't have to believe me. You can go look at it yourself. It's so interesting to see a Yorkshireman living in Russia. Do you think so? Yorkshireman. Yeah, I'm a Yorkshireman. I'm a Yorkie, aren't I? Here. How many people have we got on here? 153 people. And why haven't I got 153 subs? Get on with it, or the bear and the KGB are coming to get you tomorrow. I'm stuck in Liverpool, mate. Alright, pal. Hey, calm down. Was it? Is that the one? Calm down. Scousers. Apple. Didn't Putin do the same? Well, I don't know what the question to that is because I didn't see it. Sorry. I'm in the US Army. Well done to you. Thank you for your service. You're doing very well. So yeah, anyway, well, this is how we live there, man. 15 years here, on and off, not full time. Hurrah, hurrah to you. So said hi. Actual Prince, give me rugby balls. Don't know that. Odd shaped balls. I'm in the Russian army. David Spinning. Good for you. I just subscribed to you. Thank you, Lorenz. History protecting motherland. You, a Madrid fan. No, I've never been to Spain. I'm back. Well done. So that's my take on the Ukraine war anyway. What's ye moss? Moss. I don't know what that means. What's ye moss? I have to explain that one. If you can write it quick enough and I can read it quick enough. 80-second what? 80-second airborne? 80-second line of defence? 80-second cup of tea? I don't know. Mob is military job. Oh, mob. Well, yeah, I suppose so. Military job. Airborne. 10th, 11th. Tim, are you gay? No, I am not gay. Get stuffed. Do I look like a fudge packer? What is Zelensky's approval rating in Ukraine with the people? It's very fucking low, isn't it? You can't get much lower. Taking people off the street involuntarily to be stuck to the front. I can't see he's very popular. Was asking what a dish. What time's it over there? What time's it here? I'll tell you now. It is 10:17 in the morning. Do you have a wife and children? Yes, I have a wife, and I have a daughter from my first marriage, and my wife has a son from her first marriage. So we don't have any currently together because we're too old. Do you heard about the former president being held in ICC? Our former president. I don't know who your former president is. Maybe more. Thank you. 12:17 Midnight California. Love Mother Russia. What's your colour revolution? Don't you forget to subscribe, you people, you lovely people. Subscribe to me. And oh, what's happening here? I think the puppy dog is back. He's back. I'll show you this. I'll show you this because he's funny. So around here there's a puppy dog. Hey, hello. But he won't come close. He's a German Shepherd puppy, and he belongs to a house over there somewhere. And you can see him up there. I don't know if you can see him. Hello. Hello. And he just wants to play with my dogs all the time. And my dogs are really quite, they don't like other dogs coming around. They get a bit anti, you know. But that dog, because it's a puppy, they get on with him for some reason and want to play with him. But he's lovely, but he won't come to me. Really. He's a puppy dog. It's a German Shepherd pup. What's that way? After question, did you kidnap your wife and children? Nope. Do you people in the chat please double tap the screen to support this man's chat? I don't know what double tap means. Yukonovich, why doesn't Soros like Yukonovich? What's his deal? I don't know. What is the temperature? Temperature is, what's the temperature? Oh, I don't know. It's somewhere around about plus 11 or something today. What the hell? Give my friend a shout out, Mike Oxlong. Mike Oxlong, hello. Is this British guy in Russia? Yes, Terry, I am in Russia. This is the Russian Federation, former USSR, Union of Soviet Socialist Republics. Are you sad about Queen Elizabeth? No, I am not. Why you moved to Russia? Because it's a nicer way of life. Are you sad about Queen Elizabeth again? No, I'm not sad about Queen Elizabeth. Why have you left the UK to go to Russia? Because I can live here. I'm at my limit here. 346. Why did I leave England and come to Russia? Well, after I'll turn around here so I can get, and I'll probably walk up the other way again because I get a good signal up there. And down here, this end of the settlement, there's kind of a little bit of movement of cars. And I don't want to be screaming at my dogs because there's actually another house down there with dogs in it, and they go at the fence and they go all mad at it. And he's got some razor wire around the fence, and the other dog that looks like a bloody fox, he gets dead stuck in the wire, and he got his ear cut the last time. So I don't want another trip to the vet with him because it's kind of expensive going to the vets, isn't it? Come on, you two. Come on then, Jackie. Come on then. So I'll walk up this way. Well, so look at what we were saying over here. Didn't you want to get the digital ID? No, I don't need your digital ID. What does the Russian news say about America, and what's a good source of real news on it? A good source of real news. If you want to see the Ukraine conflict, I would recommend you go and watch Military Summary channel on YouTube. They do a live update every day. They are absolutely fantastic. They're telling the truth of the real situation on the ground, not spin from about Ukraine winning, which they're plainly not. Another good news source would be Duran. The Duran. They're on Telegram and YouTube as well, mainly on Telegram, I think. Very, very good channel. It's Alex Marquardt, I think. He's an ex-British barrister. They do a great summary of all the news and what's happening in the world. Great people. Where else? Okay. We now have carbon footprint notices being put on our food in the UK, right after digitalisation, full of carbon footprint notices. What's a carbon footprint? What's a carbon footprint notice? I have no idea. Does that mean how much kind of fuel it takes to make it or something? Mushrooms in the forest. There's no mushrooms in the forest at the moment. It's the end of the season. Bad air. No, there's no bad air. It's quite clean air. It's if you don't know, St. Petersburg's surrounded by kind of sea, right beside the sea, so you get good clean area. Dagestan and Chechen Muslims doing attacks. What do you think about day-to-day life there? What's so different about day-to-day life there? Well, I mean, there's not much difference really in day-to-day life. People live, they have their children, they have their families, they go to work, they have their entertainment. There's not much difference. Slight difference in pub culture. We don't have the pub culture in Russia as they do in the UK. So that's slightly different. But other than that, you know, life is life. The same as any country really. There's not much difference. Your English is better than some Americans. Do you go to Finland from St. Petersburg? Not anymore. I did. Do you go to How long have you been in Russia? I've been here 15. You have to write a bit slow because there's a lot of people online and I just can't read it so quick. What do you do for a living? I'm a pensioner now. I've got my military pension, but I do some work. I do put pile foundations in for houses sometimes, not always. If I can avoid it, I don't do it. I've got something in my eye. Have you been to Vladivostok? No, I haven't been to Vladivostok. Were the Russian people and government welcome of you? Did you come about moving to Russia? Honestly, if you come to Russia, if you've been to Russia, you'll not find nicer people anywhere. There is no animosity towards foreigners. There's no... Oh, what we've got here, reach limit, get more subscribers, get more viewers, go the next time that you go live. Okay, so 300 and something people watching my nonsense. So if you're looking at my nonsense, you must be interested. So get subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, KGB comes around with a Russian bear and a bottle of vodka. You get very drunk and then you get hauled off to the gulag for not subscribing. Why is Russia's Christians so much more religious than UK Christians? They're not so much more religious. Like every country, Russia has Christians and it has Muslims and it has Hindus and it has, oh God, whatever religion you can think of, except for Jehovah's Witnesses. They're banned because they're nutcases. But other than that, there is religion here, and there is religious people here and there is non-religious people here. They're just the same as any. Should we walk up to the General's house? Come on then, go to the General's house. So, if you didn't know, there is an ex-army officer lives up here, and we call him the General, but really it's not. I think he was a lieutenant or a lieutenant in American, but he's got a very nice house up here. He built, self-built, mainly, not all, but mainly. But we'll take a walk up to his house and show you. Then I'll come back down there. Then or shall we? I'll show go down the other way. 50-50. That's Igor and Yulia coming up. So this is my neighbours coming up, and they're walking up and down. They're not walking up and down. They're driving up and down. So we'll say. Shall we say hello to my neighbours? Say hello to my neighbours. I'll say hello to my Russian neighbours. This is Igor and Yulia. And we'll say hello. My dogs. Yeah, there. Ой. Привет. Как дела?
Репортажи все?
Да. Вот сколько лури, смотри, мои. Вот.
Сколько? Много?
245. Болтают, ничего. So that's my neighbour, Igor. Great neighbour. That's his house up there, the one with the big mural on. By the way, if you haven't seen it. What was I saying there about UK? No, Russia's not particularly religious. Christianity. Yeah, there's very religious people and there's non-religious people as well. Yes, there's Catholics. Something about Catholics. Yes, there's Catholics. Palestine or Israel? Ooh, that's a tough question, isn't it? Palestine or Israel? Where do I stand on that? Well, it's a tough question. I don't answer this one because, see, I have a bit of Jewish ancestry, very, 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 very way back. So I'm naturally for Israel, but on the other hand, what's happening in Gaza is terrible, isn't it? So you can't condone what they're doing in Gaza. What I would say is, I agree that there should be a homeland for the Jewish people, but not at the expense of the Gazans. You can argue that as you like, but yeah, it's a touchy subject, isn't it? It's not something I really touch on because I'm not there. But generally, I'm a supporter of Israel, as in as in a homeland for the Jewish people, not what they're doing in Gaza. That's quite different. Russian and Greek church are kind of intertwined, I think. Yes, they are. You're all butchering Palestine, but I'm not butchering anybody. I'm in Russia. We're not butchering the Palestinians. Philippines or China? Oh, I don't know. Both beautiful places, aren't they? Schismed. The Russian church are all schismed. Do you think that it's NATO provoking this war? Ooh, well, is NATO provoking the war? Well, NATO agreed not to move 1 inch further, not to expand further to Russian borders, and they did, didn't they? They lied, as all politicians lie generally. How can you tell a politician's lying? When his lips are moving, of course. Their own Muslim brothers won't take them. Also, whoa, slow down, slow. What's that? Can you smoke what? Can you smoke weed in Russia? Like, what's the law around it? No, you can't smoke weed in Russia. There is a very strict law against drugs here. It's most definitely not allowed. You'll go to jail for a freaking long time. You have that Russian chin and round face. That's because my ancestry is from Lithuania. So I'm Lithuanian Jewish, basically. So yes, a bit of Lithuanian, a bit of Jewish, and a bit of what was Russia in me. I have to read this slowly. Hold on. Bella Buddy Analysis is the buddy on YouTube and for the planet. I don't know what that means. Rush take over Ukraine. I don't know. This live violated the YouTube terms and conditions. End this live within 3 minutes to avoid account ban. Really? Well, I don't think that's going to happen, is it really? What do you think about the British military status? I think it's underpaid, underdeveloped, and been neglected for a long time. It was, I was in the army. I joined in 1989, British Army, and we were pretty good at that time, but we were underfunded, and the equipment was terrible. Basically, we were using. I don't know if there's any ex-soldiers on here, but if there are any British soldiers on here, but you remember the old 58-pack webbing? We still had that when I joined up. 58-pack webbing, cheap as creepers. We'd only just got the SA-80. What was that going on about? You know, that should have gone out. You know, the old SLR should have gone out years before. You know what I mean? What was that all about? So, yeah, underfunded, undermanned now, well undermanned. I mean, there's not even. I think there's a quarter of. I mean, I was maybe redundant from the British Army. For Christ's sake, that tells you something, doesn't it? You know, when I was part. Well, I'll tell you about my service. I joined the Duke of Wellington's regiment, and at that time, our training was done in Strensall, York, in England. And then when I joined battalion, I went to. We were based at Turnhill, near Shrewsbury. That's the place where the IRA put the bombs in the band block and blew it up. It was being rebuilt when I was there. Yeah, it was just before I got there, a few months before I got there. From Turnhill, I was posted. As a battalion, we moved to Bulford. In Bulford, we were in. I forgot the name of the barracks now. Not Clyde Barracks. Turnhill was Clyde Barracks, wasn't it? What was the name of the barracks in Bulford? I've forgotten. Picton Barracks in Bulford. And then we moved next door, the next door camp, and I've forgotten the name of. Sorry, but it's in Bulford. They've got Picton Barracks and I forgot what it's called. We moved next door there. We went from Ace Mobile Force, which was basically wintering in Norway. So it's protecting NATO's east flank in Norway. And then we moved from there. We went next door and we became armoured with Saxon. What a piece of absolute crap that was. And we were sent to Bosnia with armoured boxers. They were absolutely useless. Terrible things. We went to Bosnia in '94. Came back from there and we deployed. We thought, great, we're going to have a couple of years of relaxing, you know, home service kind of stuff, you know, doing rubbish. And we didn't. We got sent to Northern Ireland in 1995. Where are you going? Oh, there's a dog there. Shall I show you this puppy dog? I can't. This thing's getting on. I'll show you this puppy dog. Hello, puppy dog. Don't hurt him now. Be nice to him. Yes, be nice to him. He's only a puppy. Oh, he's there. He's a German Shepherd pup. He's gone. He's going to the forest. Come on. He wants to play with my dogs, but they're a bit rough for him, aren't they? But where did I get to? So so we went to Northern Ireland in '95. and we were based in Armagh till '97. We went sort of around Armagh, and I forgot the name of the barracks there as well. Escaped me. From there we came back to. We'd already in between that we'd moved from Picton Barracks from Bulford to Wheaton Barracks near Blackpool, and we deployed to Ireland from Wheaton Barracks in Blackpool. When we came back in '97, well, we didn't come back, we never actually went. It was like 95 to 97, but you did 6 weeks deployment, 6 weeks back in the UK, 6 weeks deployment, 6 weeks back in the UK, kind of thing. Backwards and forwards to Ireland and back, just to fly from Lynham. And then when we finished Northern Ireland in '97, my battalion, Duke of Wellington's, was due to go to public duties in London, guarding the Queen, Windsor Palace. And I was dreading it. I was like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to go to public duties. It's not something I would enjoy. I just don't like it. And привет. And so, Юра. Рассматривай это потом. Не могу сейчас. We went from there to where was I at? So we were due to go public duties, and I didn't want to do that. Last thing, and I saw but in the army you've got like part 1 and part 2 orders, and part 2 orders is brigade orders, if you like, and it said on there they're looking for volunteer dog handlers for Northern Ireland. I thought, oh, it's my chance to stay in Northern Ireland, so I applied for that, and I got a posting to Army Dog Unit Northern Ireland, which was specialist search dogs. So I did a guard dog course, and then I did a specialist search, vehicle search, so I was looking for bombs and bullets in Northern Ireland and in vehicles. And after that, I stayed there for 4 years doing that. It's what they call an E-type posting, so you're still part of your regiment, still part of Duke of Wellington's, but you're part of that unit as well. So when I finished that, I'd had enough of dog handling. I transferred still want to stay in Ireland, so I transferred to Royal Irish Regiment, 4th Battalion Royal Irish Regiment, and I stayed which is Home Service, which was it's a developed from the UDR, which was the UDR, was the Defence Regiment, became the Royal Irish Regiment. And I stayed there for 4 years until 2006, when the peace agreement came, and Op Banner came to a close, and all 4 of our battalions were disbanded at the same time, and we were all made redundant, all of us. We had the choice to go back to the regular army, the proper army, and I didn't want to. I'd had enough by then. 17 years in, and I'd already accumulated my pension, so there was no point in continuing on for another X amount of years. I wasn't going to gain anything. Do you manage to get to live in Russia with being a British lad and what's going out there at the moment? Yes, I do get to live in Russia. I'm a citizen. I'm a Russian citizen. I've been here a long time. I've been here 15 years. So, yes, I've been here a long time. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, subscribe. You know what happens if you don't. The bears with vodka and the KGB come put you in the gulag. What do you think about the British military giving arms to Ukraine? I think it's craziness. Spending vast amounts of money on arms to Ukraine, and they can't deal with the homeless people on the streets of the UK, and massive waves of immigrants coming in uncontrolled. I'm an immigrant, right? I'm an immigrant into Russia, right? But I came in a controlled way. I passed the state exam. I'm not sort of what do you call it? I'm not leeching off the system. I'm not using the medical system to my own advantage. I'm not doing any of that. I'm paying in the system. I've got my own pension. I make my own way. So I'm not a kind of parasite, unlike the people who are coming into the UK, in my opinion, and uncontrolled. It's craziness. Why Street? Where can I find that next text? You sound like a Leeds lad. Am I close? Yes, I'm from Sheffield originally. What if you want to live in hell? Why is it a hellhole? Tell me, explain me. Plus. Why is it a hellhole? What is a hellhole here? Let me tell you about a hellhole. Okay, let's have a look here. So the limit's up so many people can watch. So if you haven't subscribed, subscribe, and then the limit will go up a little bit. Then more people can get on. Don't ever return. We don't want your kind. I don't want to come back, thanks. Don't come here, we don't want your kind. Don't sign a contract. What kind of contract would I be signing? I'm too old for contracts. I'm too old for the military, aren't I, really? Don't you think? I'm way too old. Just sure. Do you want to see down here? Why don't you sign a contract? I'm too old for signing contracts. I've done my army service. I'm 56. What? What's the matter? What? What are you crying for? What's the matter? What? Oh, it's the dogs down there. Yeah. Oh, oh dear me. What is it? Is it a bear? Is it a KGB? What is it? It's a KGB bear. Is that what it is? No, no, it's not. It's nothing. A tree, I think. Plus is really minus. Shows where the bodies are. What bodies? 40 being drafted to the front of the invasion. Why would I be drafted to the front of the invasion? You've got this See, for anybody who's watching who doesn't know, right? Russia does not have a draft. We're not being conscripted. Nobody's been. Everyone has to serve, I think, 9 months military service, right? But it's nowhere near the war. They serve in internal barracks and they do basic military training and discipline for 9 months. That's it. Then they're released again. They're not drafted to the front. There's no body catchers coming around. What you are getting confused with is Ukraine, where they most certainly do have involuntary conscription. They're literally dragging people off the street into the front. And if you don't believe that, you can find a million YouTube videos showing them doing it. You don't have to believe me, you can look for yourself. Do you have anyone near you being forced to sign a contract to fight in Ukraine? Nope. Yorkshire man of the world, yes. No, nobody's been forced. I don't know anybody who's been forced to sign a contract here. It just does not happen. It's all volunteers. Moscow and cities like that are different from the people. They are spread out. They are spread out. No one has been drafted. Everyone has to serve. No, they don't. Nobody's been drafted. They called up the reserves. I mean, if the UK was going to a war or something, would they call it the reserves? I remember the Falklands War and all the reserves were called up for that. And Iraq in Afghan, they were called up for that, weren't they? So I'm off the UK reserve list a long time. I was never on it, in fact. Whereabouts in Russia? Oh, yeah. St. Petersburg. Russia's a big place. Yeah, it is. Russia's the of the laws. I've heard 500,000 Russian soldiers have died in war against Ukraine. I don't know. Nobody knows. Ukraine have manpower shortage. They certainly do. Nobody knows how many people have been killed, do they? It's secret from here and it's secret from there. Nobody's owning up to it, so I can't say. But what I can say is it's something like 1 Russian soldier is killed for every 36 Ukrainian soldiers are killed. So you work it out. I think Ukraine now is on 1 million people killed. Which is a disaster. It's an absolute disaster. You know, people are losing their husbands, their sons. I mean, what's good about that? Nothing. I can't say anything good about it. It's a total disaster. And think about all the people who are going to come back with PTSD and all that kind of thing. People who are going to lose limbs. I mean, how can anybody celebrate that? You know, it's terrible, isn't it? It's a terrible thing. National scripture compulsory isn't that a bad thing? It makes you feel grow up, maybe. A trip boy. I love you. Thank you, a trip boy. A trippy boy. Love you too. Oi, get off there. So I don't know what that was about. Oh, God. Even women are serving Ukraine. They are, aren't they? What's the average opinion of everyday people in Russia about Trump and about the Russian-Ukraine conflict? Oh, everyone's got a different opinion, haven't they? Everybody. But generally, the consensus is that they support the military action that had to take place because it was out of control. I mean, Ukraine was bombing. You know, there was a kind of civil war happening, wasn't there? And nothing was being done about it. Why? You know, people are protesting now. Why weren't you protesting to get the UN involved at the time when that first happened? When Maidan happened? Why was a US politician, Victoria Nuland, giving out cookies at the coup d'etat in Maidan? Why? Can you imagine if a Russian politician had come to London to the Houses of Parliament and encouraged rioters and given out? Can you imagine what it would happen? My God. You know, and yet this was allowed to happen. Nothing was said about it. You know, oh great, Victoria's giving out cookies to the brave rioters to depose the legally elected government. What kind of nonsense was that all about? You know, Russia, I'm with you, Vladdy Daddy. Hello, Vladdy Daddy. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, you better be subscribing because, as you know, I've got Russian war bears here that drink vodka and they're very hungry, and I'll be sending them around to get you, to take you to the gulag if you don't subscribe. So get on with it. Donated $5. You can't donate to me. I don't take donations. I'm here for a laugh. You speak English very well. How cold is it? It's not very cold. It's about +10 today. Or +12 maybe, I don't know. And I've got a big old coat on. So my dog walking coat. It's actually my working coat, but it's very old and battered and patched up, but it's great for walking dogs because dogs are dirty, aren't they? They tend to jump on you in exciting moments. Which accent do you have? I have a Yorkshire accent. Russia will be liberating state in 2040. Maybe. Don't know. Can't say it himself. So I'll show you something. I'll turn you around. Do you doing Russian propaganda for free, or do you get a big paycheck? I get a big paycheck. Of course I do. I get a huge paycheck. You can see by this beautiful Armani coat that I'm wearing that I get a huge paycheck from the Russian government for my propaganda. Oh man, you should meet the old brown bear in my yard. He broke my still. Have you ever eaten Mexican food? Yes, I have. I think so, but not in Mexico. How much do I get paid? What motivated to migrate to Russia? What motivated me to move to Russia? Well, love, first thing, because no matter where you are in the world, whether you're at home in your home country or you emigrate to any other country, love comes first, doesn't it? So for me, it was my wife. To want to be with my wife, fell in love with my wife, married her. Why else would I want to? You know, and financial. It's cheaper to live here. Stop writing Slava Ukraine, or you'll just get banned. How are the ladies, or is it just actual foxes out there? It's just foxes. There's no women. Plus. Plus. Don't start. He's right, Slava Ukraine. You know you're going to get banned. I'm not going to put up with that. Don't do it. You're going to go. I have the power of my channel. It's my channel. It's my live stream. I'm out walking my own dogs, me spilling my own rubbish. So I'm allowed to put up with one. Don't say Slava Ukraine. You can type Slava Russia. How's that? That's allowed. But anyway, but if you want to write that rubbish, you can. Ukraine won't exist before too long, I don't suppose. Anyway, so just show you some development in Russia here. I'll show you some developments if you've never seen. So this is the road into the forest, you know, to my settlement, and you can see it's undeveloped. But down here, they're building a Baza Oddachai. So Baza Oddachai is like a rest and relaxation base. So they've got two over there already built, and another one being built here, and up there is the banya that they're building, which is very good. So it's a good bit of development, and they're paying a lot of money to have it done, spending a fortune on it, aren't they? What else have we got here? Russia needs to take Ukraine back. It's going to come back. Your voice is mad cute and ready. It's gay kissy kiss time. Sorry, we don't have things like that here. How do you learn Russian? How do you learn any language? How much do you pay for it? I can't read these. There's too fast for me. Sorry. Do you believe in UFOs? Do you believe in ghosts? Well, I've never met a ghost, and I've never met a UFO, or an alien. So if I meet one, then I'll believe in them. Until then, nope. Ghosties, possibly. I don't know. Wasn't there some theory some years ago about the walls being able to take images and record them into the actual fabric of the building, and then release those images like a video player later, and cause the effect of a ghost? I don't know. You tell me. The economy in Russia is tightening, pressure is being pushed. Russia is spending billions to stay alive. Probably right, they are spending billions. But what I can tell you is the inward investment into Russia is absolutely amazing. It's phenomenal. I've never seen so much investment in a country. These last few years has just gone mad. All the roads have been repaired. The shops are full of every kind of thing you could imagine. I mean, it's just madness. I mean, I will do live streams and I will go into town and I'll show you just how much is available. It really is outstanding. The things that you've been told about. I mean, when I was a kid, it was like Russia's got bread queues and Russia's not got food on the streets. And I think there's a couple of years back when the sanctions first started, they talked about Russia having no sugar. Now I was shocked, like to buy sugar. Like, you know, God, we've got to buy sugar. And I was like, foolishness of listening to the West nonsense. I was like, of course they've got sugar. Well, they're all rubbish. Don't come back to the UK. We don't want traitors here. That's okay. I don't want to come back to the UK. Thanks. Part of mobilisation 2.0. There's not going to be any mobilisation. Russia looks a lovely place, and always wanted to visit. You should visit. It's very easy to visit. If you don't know how to visit Russia, all you do is apply for a visa at the Russian embassy, and they'll give you a visa, and you can come visit. Not that difficult. No big deal, really. Just like visiting any other country that you need a visa for. If you were visiting, I don't know, Turkey, you get a visa at the airport. Whatever visa countries you visit. No big deal. He ain't welcome in Europe no longer. Lots of dumb comments. I'm curious how you learned Russian. How did I learn Russian? Oh, it's a mixture of self-teaching and practical practice. What they call not submerged. What do you call it? Immersion learning. So being in the society. My wife doesn't speak English, by the way, so that's a big help. Although when she shouts at me in an argument, I don't understand half of it, which is also a big plus, isn't it? You know what I mean? So he's welcome anywhere he wants. hello to you. Russia ain't Europe. Yes, it is Europe. It's on the European continent. Well, it's half Europe, half of it's Asia, isn't it? So, but it's you know what I mean? Throw your insults. I don't care. Unlike the West, I'm freely able to say what I like. I'll do like that about Russia. If you've never been to Russia, if you're thinking about coming to Russia, you should go and look at things. What do my family think of living in Russia? Well, my mum's dead. My dad's kind of senile now. My sister died last year, so I've not got much family left in the UK now, apart from cousins and that, you know, that kind of stuff. So, but no, they were okay with it. I mean, no problem. Gotta remember, when I came here, there was no Ukraine conflict. I was here a long time before that, so this is kind of a new thing, you know. Although I actually watched it with horror when it happened. We watched Maidan. We were absolutely in shock at what happened. Maidan. Everyone knew there was going to be a war was going to happen after that. When you depose a government like that, it goes to shit, doesn't it? You know, it really does. Come on, you. So yeah, absolute horror. Just walking up this bit. I've never walked this bit before on live. Probably the last time I'll do it, because there's dogs in houses and people move about in cars. Although not very fast on these roads, I must admit. I'm the grave digger, jump in the hole. But I don't believe Russia like a dumbass. Don't have to believe it. Believe what you like. That's the beauty of the human mind, in it. You can believe what you like. You can believe there's a God, you can believe there's not a God, you can believe there's many gods. It's up to you, innit? You know, there is no thing on it, you know. Just walking up here. Oi, Archie. Oh dear me. Let's have a read here. Haters, I'm not a fan of your tick on what this is like over there. I'm in Preston, there's more foreigners here. Don't surprise me. Ooh. Ooh. Look here. They're ready at last. They're actually building a small, very small factory here on the edge of the settlement, and it's going to produce electric meters, and they're into the next phase there. You can see they're getting ready to put the roof in, or whatever it is. There's another bit going in there. It's only a small factory, but it's yeah, they've got the big concrete-y thing there. Pouring in, I'm going to pour it somewhere, I guess on the roof there. They've been at it for a long time. It's been a long build. I think it's a private enterprise that they've decided to. Somebody got into business and decided to make electric meters for houses, and that's what they're doing. They're not quite done yet. Here's something odd. I'll show you. Is it that one? No, it's not. I'll show you something odd here in Russia, right? Something that you wouldn't see very often. Something you wouldn't see in there's some of the surprise here, right, about Russia, right? I mean, I'd say we've got freedom here, freedom of expression, freedom of religion. I'm going to show you something here now. I'll turn you around and show you. This building here, I'll give you 100 quid if you can tell me what that building is. What that building is, this wooden building here. And see, there's a plaque on the wall over there, and it's written in a language that is not Russian and it's not English. It's written in Korean. So